As an avid sci-fi film aficionado, I am always scouting around for upcoming movies. I tend to trawl IMDb and YouTube for any new potential greats to keep an eye out for. Here are my top 5 science fiction flicks coming out this year, whether it be at cinemas or on DVD, that I think look amazing and any fans of the genre should seriously consider. There is no priority order to this list and I have not watched these films yet. Number 5. Upside Down. Set in a world where two planets are locked side by side but with opposite gravities. They exist as mirror worlds, however the populations are forbidden to cross between them. The film revolves around Adam and Eden, each from opposing planets who fall in love. Against all odds, they struggle to be together. Upside Down stars Kirsten Dunst and Jim Sturgis as the two leads. The plot is pretty much the same Romeo and Juliet forbidden love story with a sci-fi twist. The Argentinian director, Juan Solanas, is an unknown, with this being his first English-speaking feature film. What really attracts me to this film has to be the concept and visuals. I mean, seeing two worlds on screen, one upside down to the other, is astonishing. I'm not expecting originality story-wise or character-wise. The concept, however, is something new that I have never seen before. That alone has grabbed my curiosity enough to want to watch this film. Number 4. Oblivion. Oblivion is set in the future where Earth has been destroyed by an alien war. Humans have survived but no longer populate the planet. The main character, Jack, is in charge of cleansing the Earth of any human threats. However, he discovers survivors and finds out more than he is told. Yes, it's a sci-fi starring Tom Cruise. I'm not normally a fan of his recent work, but he was in Minority Report, a great film, so I can't discriminate entirely. Morgan Freeman also stars, so if Tom lets us down, Morgan can pick up the slack. The director is Joseph Kosinski, an up-and-coming talent, who also directed the recent Tron Legacy film. I liked the new Tron. It was fresh and innovative, which hopefully this film will be also. A good director and cast promises to be a great film. If anything, the budget is there, so it should be visually stunning. Number 3. Cloud Atlas. I love watching a film trailer that leaves me confused. Cloud Atlas is one of those films. Its story, numerous characters but also their reincarnations from multiple timelines and their recurring interconnectedness. Cloud Atlas is directed by Tom Tykwer, Run Lola Run, and the Wachowskis, the Matrix trilogy, which, in itself is intriguing. Having those creative minds fused for one film will most definitely result in twists and complexities beyond normal comprehension. The cast too is unbelievable, with Tom Hanks, Halle Berry, Jim Broadbent, Hugo Weaving, Jim Sturgis, Susan Sarandon and Hugh Grant. With those directors and that cast, I almost don't care what the movie is about, it has to be good. The effects look amazing. The story sounds intricately complicated. The acting looks incredible. What more could you ask from a film? Number 2. John dies at the end. When I first saw the trailer for this film, I didn't know what to think, as it doesn't seem to have a conventional story. From what I can gather, the character John is given a drug called Source, which opens his mind to alternate realities, creatures, people and the undead. It's based on a novel by David Wong. What ultimately attracted me to this film is the director, Don Coscarelli, who directed such intriguing films as the Phantasm movies, The Beastmaster and Bubba Hotep. All of his films tend to defy genre and cliches, combining comedy, adventure, horror and downright weirdness. Apart from Paul Giamatti, the cast looks fairly unknown. The effects look kind of bad, but the director and the story have hooked me. A must-see. Number 1. Branded. This film, like John Carpenter's They Live, 1988, deals with consumer society and the capitalist corporations controlling the masses. From what I can tell from the trailer, the world has been taken over by powerful companies and our DNA, from birth, has been altered to be susceptible to advertising beyond gentle suggestion, but by biologically programming. The film follows Miss Ha, who begins seeing the world crawling with creatures, and realizes that everything we do is beyond our involvement. He attempts to fight back. Branded is directed by newcomers Jamie Bradshaw and Aile Khandratu-Lorraine. The cast looks interesting with Eddie Stoppard, Lily Sobieski, Jeffrey Tambor and Max von Sydow. Jeffrey Tambor is an interesting choice considering his usual roles in comedy, The Hangover movies and the TV show Arrested Development. Max von Sydow is ideal for the role of the sinister corporate mastermind. He regularly appears in fantasy, horror and sci-fi films, including Stephen King's Needful Things, the Arnie epic Conan the Barbarian, the dystopian Judge Dredd, 1995 original, and the Heaven and Hell flick What Dreams May Come, just to name a few. This doesn't look like a high-budget film, so the effects may be a little inadequate. Nevertheless, the story sounds fascinating and, although not entirely original, is an interesting take on the sci-fi genre. Leave a comment to let me know, do you agree or disagree with this video? And tell about your point. And leave a comment if you want top 5 sci-fi find out other true too. Subscribe to watch new video every afternoon. Thank you for watching.